The object of Taxi Chronicles is to allow real riders with real stories, share their experience and enhance your life. So sit back and enjoy the journey. Morning. Yes, we're back with another episode, another rider. Today we've got Gary Allwell in the car, and he's an old school guy, and he's telling us about what it was like to go to school in his time.
Well, I've been in the pub since in the Beehive in Brixton since 10 o'clock, and I've just met up with my old school teacher, who is in his 80s now, who taught me in 1984. It was his first year of teaching. Top geezer, and we just sat down. I met him 10 years ago, and well, just since then, it's quite a funny thing. It's a bit like one of them BBC documentaries where you have the children, they meet the children, they film them in the 60s, and then 7 years later they meet them and again, and you hear the progression.
Okay, that's good. So what was it like for you being in school when you was younger in comparison to the kids today?
When we went to school in the 70s, the teachers didn't... It was a bit like, if you've ever seen that film Scum?
Yeah. That's
what the teachers were like when I was at school, apart from this one I met today. They were all... I mean, I'm a white guy, but the black guys got it bad, and the Asian guys, they were quite educated, they were all right, they just seemed to blend in, but the white guys and the cocky guys and the ones who had a mouth, like me, they did get it bad. It would be like, instead of 4652 Carling, sir, it's like, oh well, yeah, shout. It was horrible. So I didn't really like it.
What did you end up doing after you left school then?
Serial killer, sir. I became a serial killer, and I killed every one of them fucking teachers that screwed me up.
Apart from the one that you like.
I worked for Royal Mail. I became a multi-drop driver for Royal Mail.
Okay.
And all my mates in the pub I just come from all take the piss out of me because I sit on the racist table. But the racist table goes in the depot. There's probably a couple hundred geezers, and people say to me they're Portuguese, they're Polish, everywhere, all over the world, Brazilian, Colombian, and there's only about 10% white geezers. And when I go back in the pub in a minute, they all sit there and they go, fuck me, you're the only white guy, you're the only honky that's doing a fucking immigrant's job. And they all take the piss out of me. I go, listen out. And you're the oldest at 55. Now we have a laugh, we all sit there, we're all from different places. We've got Portugal, we have a right good laugh and a good chat.
So you've been in Brixton since the 70s then?
No, I'm about a couple of roads over there, really. But my mum and dad had a nice house. They were just meeting up somebody this morning in Brixton. The day off. There was the rail strike.
So tell us about that teacher that you was telling us about earlier. That was very helping. Really cared about the kind of methods of what he did to get you lot to pay attention.
Well, it was his first year of teaching, and his missus, who was a little bit older, was a teacher as well, and she said, listen, are you giving him anything? And he said, what do you mean giving him anything? And she said, well, like, you don't go to work for nothing, do you? And he said, well, no. And he said, like, give him something. So he's come in, and he used to stand by the door and keep the door shut, and he opened this big bag up of we used to have it in them days, it was a big family pack, like Mars bars, but mini size, like a Mars bar cut in half. And you had Marathon, which are now called Sneakers. And he said, like, whoever could do a page of work, you can have one of these. So not an A4 big page of work, it's just a small page of work. And so people would start scribbling down, writing this, writing that, writing this, writing that. But he'd also turn around and he'd go, right, on 2 20-minute lessons, he'd go, right, got 40 minutes here, I've got a radio play recorded from the 60s, it lasts 25 minutes. People moan. If you want to listen to it, you want to listen to it. If you don't want to listen to it, go to sleep. We're going to draw the blinds or the curtains or whatever we've got in the room, and I'm going to play this recording to you, and it was really good. And we'd sit and listen to it, and your homework was to write about the comedy play that you listened to. Or another thing he did was he'd print out the lyrics of a well-known song, maybe something like Hotel California, 70s sort of song, middle of the road America song, Hotel California, and he said, I'm going to play it 3 times. I'm going to put the words out there, listen to the lyrics, they're all printed out. What's it about? And it's one of them songs so you would never know what the lyrics were about. You know, you can check out any time you like, but you'll never leave.
I hear you. The memories will always stay with you.
So no, he was good. But he was a good geezer, and I thought he was one of them geezers. And I found him on Facebook, and we met up, and we had a laugh a few times. And I met today, and it was really. I got something out of it because I think it's nice to say to him, you know what, your teaching methods. You know, it's just a different way of thinking about the thing.
Yeah,
and he was a South London bloke. You know, he was out of Wandsworth, or he lived in the Elephant, he lived in Lambeth, he lived all around here, and yeah,
he said he's in Italy now.
He's in Italy now. Unfortunately, his wife's not in the best of health. She's got a bit of Alzheimer's and stuff, so he was over here. But yeah, he's a cool guy. You know what I mean? He even said, if you want to come to my place in Italy, you can go there. It's just nice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
that's good. That's good. Mark, thanks for this interview. We really appreciate hearing your experience.
You silly.
No, hearing your experience. It's good. We believe at Taxi Chronicles in sharing a gift. Got one last question I'm going to ask you. If the world was standing in front of you, the 7.5 billion people, no pressure, and you had to give them one sentence of advice for life based on your life experience, what would that be?
Don't drink shit wine.
Said like a man who's just come out of the pub. Well, thanks a lot.
Sorry, officer.
Right. Thanks a lot for that, and we wish you well.
Adios.
We hope that episode enhanced your life. We post an interview every day, as well as vlogging on our social media channels. Don't forget to subscribe to get our latest episode.